Alright guys, what's going on? Noah Brewer here, and today we're going to be talking about the new year because it's coming up. It's halfway through December when I'm filming this, not sure when I'm going to upload it, but I've been putting a lot of thought into it in these past 4 or 5 months into how we can really take the skills that we learned from dropshipping and create it into either like a real business or something a little bit more legit. Um, just because it'll create more long term, and that's what I'm all about, and that's how you have to be. That's the mindset that you need to be successful in this game. So, going over a few problems that dropshipping currently has, or the stores that I've worked on currently has, I made a little list of things that I'm going to do, or things that I'm already starting to do, honestly, but things that I'm going to really focus on in the new year, 2019, going into Shopify dropshipping and really starting to take it a lot more seriously and scaling a lot bigger than I have. So I have a couple things on screen. I'm going to show you how to do a couple of these things, and I'm also going to talk about it a little bit. But the number one thing that I would recommend that you do, and I'm starting to do as well, or I've been doing it for a while, is test unique high-ticket products. Like, stop doing what everybody else is doing. The copy and paste strategy does not work that good anymore. It's pretty simple to find winners with that strategy, but they don't really scale too well, and I don't really condone that strategy exactly anymore. I like testing things that haven't really been tested before, things that are unique. In that way, that allows me to only test high ticket products, have a really good margin, and also if I find a winner, or when I find a winner, I own that winner. It's 100% mine. I don't have a lot of competition. So that's the first one. And by the way, I have a few videos talking about on finding unique high ticket products, and where I show exactly how, I show different ways to do it and everything. So I'm not going to dive into that in this video, but yeah, that's very simple stuff. But that's the key number one. Like, if there's anything that could take your dropshipping level and put it on a next level, that would be one of them, is testing unique high ticket products. The second one, put a little bit more love into your websites and descriptions. Now, the reason why I say this is because there's so many people on YouTube right now who are just exposing dropshippers who are careless. Not that that's a bad thing, like, that's just naturally going to happen. We all knew it was coming, and I was one of those dropshippers that was careless. Like, every store that I grew, like, it didn't matter what apps it had, it didn't matter if the description or whatever. I've seen winning stores with the horrible descriptions, horrible apps, horrible store design, you name it, I've scaled it pretty much. But coming into the new year, I want to make websites feel more legit, like feel like it's a real company and something that people can trust when they order from, because it is. You don't want to, like, I feel like the crappy websites and not caring about that kind of sets off that energy that you don't really care, and when it mixes with low margins and bad customer service and all that other crap, it just doesn't mix too well. So there's a special way that I make product descriptions for these unique high ticket products. I want to go over them right now. And I know if you watch my channel for a minute, you all know the RGB gaming kit. I've showed this picture so many times, but we're going to go ahead and come up with a description for this product. So basically what we did, and by the way guys, this was a winning product, and this is how I made the description for it. But let's say when people read your description, there's certain keywords, there's certain keys in that niche, there's certain things that they're looking for. They want to know certain information. And well, I'm not a big gamer, right? Like, I have an Alienware laptop, but I don't really game on it. Like, I don't have gaming headsets or a gaming mouse or a gaming keyboard. None of this stuff in this package, and frankly, I don't really know much about it. So what I want to do is I want to go to people who do know much about it. And one way to do this that you could say is like looking up best gaming accessory company, and you can see what kind of stuff comes up. So this basically gives you a list of companies, but I don't need to do this. I already know who the best gaming company is for doing market research, and that company is Razer. So if I just look up Razer computer, it'll bring me right to their website. So I'm here on Razer. So I'm here on Razer right now. and you can see that they have a bunch of products, but specifically we're looking for a headset. Like, let's just do one product at a time because it's a bundle, so we have to review each product individually, which I think is really cool. Writing like a separate description for each things if you're gonna bundle it up, I think that that's a good idea. But let's go for the headsets and let's take a look. Now, the reason why I go to Razer is because these guys have been in this industry for years. Like, they know what people want to hear. They know what their target audience cares about. They know the colors. They know the designs. They know everything. So instead of me going and pioneering all the market research, I'm basically looking at somebody who's already been doing it for years and just getting ideas from them, because that's the best way to learn, in my opinion. So I'm just going to click a headset. And really what I'm paying attention to is, you can see that I'm on their website right now. Really what I want to pay attention to is these right here. So they're going to have little descriptions here and there. You know, they make it look really cool, but in reality, this is a lot of key information that we can take. So let's say wireless freedom. So this tells us that people care about having a headset that's wireless. Is ours wireless? Nope. Ours is not wireless. So I'm probably just going to look over this, but I'm reading the description here. So gaming grade, lag free, 2.4 gigahertz technology. Okay, so lag free is not a term that I am familiar with, but I'm gonna say, well, lag is like when something isn't catching up with it, I think, but yeah, I'm gonna use the word lag free in my description. So let's just say we're gonna do a headset, a mouse, and the keyboard, right? So we do the headset, the mouse, and the keyboard. So for the first paragraph, I'm going to say, I got to get some hot words here. Freedom, gaming fidelity. So I'm going to say, gaming freedom is finally here. Simple. And then I'm going to say, lag-free RGB LED gaming headset. And that's going to be the first part of the description. So they're going to see those two things. Let's scroll down. So here we go, lag-free again. So talking about the range, which we don't really have Bluetooth, so that doesn't matter. Surround sound is definitely something that I'm going to want to put. So let's just say, let's create a bullet list here. Let's just go like this. Surround sound. We'll say lag free. 7 days on a single charge. Obviously it's talking. Okay, here we go about the microphone. So all your controls in easy reach. So that's interesting. I don't know the exact specs of this headphone, but if you look closely there, you can actually see that there are buttons there. So we'll say like buttons are easy to reach with one hand, and then lighting effects. Okay, so they have a picture of like different lighting. This is actually really cool. If you can put that on a drop shipping store, I don't know coding or anything, but if you could do something like that, definitely do it. It's talking about the way that the padding is set up. So let's just put comfortable padding, and I'm not gonna fill all this out, but basically I would basically do this, and I would also write out like a little paragraph explaining why these headphones are good for the amount of money that you're selling them for. Like, they obviously, Razers are gonna be like, you know, the best in the industry, like super innovative technology, but then again, those are $150 for one pair. You're not gonna be selling these for $150. So you're not trying to compete with them. But what you are trying to do is read their headlines and try to figure out what kind of stuff the gaming industry people care about, the consumers in this industry. What kind of headlines are they attracted to? What kind of headlines are the big dogs using to get their attention? And once we know that, then we can kind of formulate our own little product description, and it'll actually look really good, and it'll actually sell really good as well, because we've already done the market research. We know what kind of stuff to talk about. So number 3, test using higher budgets. Now this is this is completely subjective. I'm not saying that $5 per days doesn't work anymore, because I still do test with them. $5 per day budgets are perfectly fine. There's nobody outbidding you. Don't worry about any of that. But if you have the money and you're testing high ticket products, testing with higher budgets works a lot better in the medium term. Because for one, if you find a winner on a $5 a day budget, you're just going to eventually want that on a higher budget anyways, meaning you're just going to launch $20 per days or $50 per days once it does good. But if you start at the $20 per day mark or $15 per day mark, if it works, it'll actually already have that extra boost from the beginning. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to be testing using higher budgets, because I think that when you do find a winner, it makes it worth it, because it just pushes more volume quicker. Number 4, this is something that it's something that a lot of people don't do, and I've talked about this in videos so many times, so I'm not going to go too crazy with it. But customer service, like, if people reach out to you and they have a problem or a question, or they want a refund, or they want a chargeback, or anything of that nature, please handle it. Like, don't just be the guy who just ignores their emails and, you know, tells them just F off and, you know, everything will be fine, because it won't. People are going to leave comments in your ads. They're going to leave reviews on your page. Facebook's going to see that you're not taking care of their customers, and then they're going to start punishing your ads. Like, there's just so many bad things that come out of not having good customer service. It's almost worth, I mean, it literally is worth paying somebody $10 an hour to just handle it, because and it's also worth giving out every refund that needs to be given out, all that stuff, because in the long term it'll cost you so much more than a VA and a few refunds. I mean, let's be real. I've seen it happen numerous times where people just get punished just by the consequences naturally, never mind the consequences that will be forced onto you by Stripe, Shopify, Facebook. Like, nobody likes somebody who scams people. You know what I mean? Like, no company is going to condone that. So Stripe's going to hold your money, PayPal is going to hold your money, Shopify is going to shut you down, Facebook is going to punish your ads for having bad customer service, which I've seen them do numerous times. Just having better customer service is something that I'm going to be working a lot on. So number 5, think about potentially getting a warehousing service or a USA dropshipping service. Now, this is okay because AliExpress is turning into garbage, and too many people are starting to know about it. And I say this mainly because if you look up on Google Trends, AliExpress in the United States, it's really spiking right now, and it's not going to be okay for you to just, it's okay in the beginning, okay? Like, if you're just doing it, you know, maybe, if you're just doing it with 100 sales or so, it's not a big deal. But once you find a winning product, you should really, really think about using a third-party warehousing service, or finding a dropship supplier in the USA. And these things can be a little bit more expensive than just shipping it from AliExpress, but you'll have faster shipping times, you know, obviously more reliable shipping times, because you never know with AliExpress, honestly. And also, most of the time, it's actually cheaper to send it to a warehouse and then send it from the warehouse to the customer. And I've seen this, and you don't have to bulk order to do warehousing. You don't have to pay $1,000 a month for a warehouse. It's nothing crazy like that. There's actually services out there that you can just send them one item, they'll hold it for you, and then when you sell that one item, they'll ship it out to the customer. So it's still technically drop shipping, it's just faster shipping time, and it's not coming from AliExpress. And if you have everything set up and you're doing, you know, 100 orders a day and you're scaling really nicely, you can actually do custom boxes, custom packaging. You know, you can even get into private labeling, you know, send your items to a private labeler before you ship them to the customer and put a little logo on it. There's just a lot of things that you can expand on. But yeah, most of the winning products that I've scaled, the stores usually just die out because, you know, either whether it's bad customer service, horrible shipping times, you know, all these different things that just cause a store to die out, and you don't really have control over that once that happens. But what you do have control over is, you know, saying that you're going to fix the problem before it comes up. But as for this video, this is Noah Brewer and what I'm going to do during 2018 in dropshipping. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a little bit of value out of it. Drop a comment, leave a like. This is Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.